Hello again, everybody. Another week closer to getting back to normality, hopefully. Welcome to today's Pilates class. Let's get started. Let's hope everybody's feeling fit and well. No aches and pains, and ready to participate. So we'll just start off standing nice and tall, grounding through the big toe, baby toe and heel. Rocking the body weight forward and back, onto the heels, and then onto the toes. Just feeling the ground below you as you move forward and back, thinking about lengthening through the spine, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears, extending out of the crown of the head as if you're being pulled by an imaginary thread, lengthening through the spine. Again, we're lengthening through the tailbone as if we're extending it down towards the floor. And then come to your neutral position through your feet. Pull up through the legs, draw the abdominals tight, engage through the pelvic floor. And you're going to start to raise the arms out to the sides, as if you're being pulled through the fingers. And then let the arms lower back down to the floor. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, raise the arms up. Scooping the abdominals. Keep the ribcage connected down towards the hips. Exhale to lower. Mobilizing through that shoulder girdle as we stabilize through the pelvis and the hips. Breathing in through the nose as we raise the arms. And as we exhale, we want to breathe out as if you're blowing out a candle. This time lift the head, look towards the ceiling or the sky. And then as you bring the arms down, bring the head down, lengthening through the neck. Inhale, this time lift the breastbone. Drop the head, look to the floor. Inhale. Now this time we extend the arms all the way up. Bring them into a Y position. Palms are facing the front of the room and drive the elbows in towards the ribs. Bracing the abdominals, engaging the pelvic floor. Exhale, reach tall. Inhale. Feeling the engagement through the shoulder girdle in the upper back. Trying to drive those elbows all the way back. Pulling down into those lats. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Let's do one more. Now reaching all the way up into that Y position. Once again, we want to ground that pelvis. And as we move towards the right, we want to stabilize the left hip. Still reaching with those arms. Come back to center. Inhale. Stabilize through that opposite hip as we move to the left. So we want to keep both of those hip bones facing the front of the room. Big breath out. Big breath in, come back to center. Try to rotate a little bit further with each rotation. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Extending the arms to the opposite sides of the room. Arms might be starting to get tired. You can take your hands behind your head or just keep them on your hips. And float back to center. Drop the arms down so that they're in line with the shoulders. And we're going to start to draw little circles with the middle finger. You want to feel that movement happening into your shoulder girdle right at the back. You're grounding through the feet, pelvic floor is engaged. Shoulders are starting to become a little bit heavy. I make the circles a little bit bigger. Keep control through that shoulder girdle. And changing direction. Keep the circles big. And then make the circles smaller. And then float the hands down. Give the shoulders a little shrug. Placing the hands on the hips. Taking yourself into a side bend, we're going to bring ourselves down to one side. Imagine you're in between two panes of glass. We don't want to try and bring the shoulders forward. We want to keep shoulders in line. Feeling that length through the side of the body as you tilt to one side and come back to center. We can add the arms and bring it into a mermaid, extending one arm in one direction and the opposite arm in the other direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, float up and over. Reaching the right arm all the way to the left and the left arm all the way to the right. Come back to center. Spine as long as we come to the center. Exhale and reach. Inhale, come back to center. Elongate that spine. Tailbone to the floor. Crown of the head to the sky. And bring it back to the center. Again, circle on the shoulders. Pump through the heels if you need to. Going to ground through those feet. Extend the arms in front. And we're going to come down into a squat. Drive the knees wide as you squat. So we don't want the knees to collapse in. Inhale to lower towards the floor. Push through those heels and squeeze the glutes as you come back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, stand. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale. Come all the way down. Hold your squat if you can. And from here, we're going to try and lift both heels. Place them down. Stand tall. Inhale, lower. Lift the heels. If you can't lift the heels, just keep them down. Exhale, stand. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Pushing through the big toes, squeezing through the inner thighs. And one more here. Inhale, lower. Can we hold it here and push up as we stay on our toes? Reach tall. Circle the arms down. Come back down. Inhale. Onto the toes. Stay on the toes. Slowly squeeze the inner thighs and start to push back up to stand. Stay tall. Reach tall. Circle the arms and drop the heels. Last one. Inhale. Come onto the toes. Inhale, hold it here. Abdominals braced. Stay on the toes and reach tall. And slowly lower the heels back down. Pump those heels. Now we're going to take the left foot, extend it out nice and long. Hands on the hips. Lift and lower that leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Harder option, you can take the arms out to the sides. So some people find this is easier because you've got a little bit of balance going on. Harder option, extend the arms and tilt through the body. 4 more. 3, 2, standing leg is nice and strong. Brace those abdominals. Come back in. Change legs. Extend through the right leg. Lift and lower. Standing leg, shoulder hip, knee, ankle in line. Option 2, hands are wide. Option 3, arms are long. If you're finding this difficult to balance, grab a chair, hold on to it. Or else, focus on a spot on the floor, on the wall, on the ceiling. Last one. Float back into center, pump those heels. Staying on our feet, we're going to lift up that left leg. And we want to start to draw circles, leg circles standing with the knee. Mobilizing through the hip. Try and make those circles bigger. Again, if you need to, grab a chair, hold on. Change direction. That standing leg's nice and strong. Pushing through the big toe. Ooh, last one. And place that foot on the floor. Pump the heels if you need to. Just circulates that blood through those legs a little bit more. Ground through the left leg. Lift the left leg. Right leg. Woo. Focus on that balance. And take your arms wherever you need to. Out to the side. Up tall. Change direction with those circles. We are still bracing through those abs. Pelvic floor is engaged. Last one here. Drop that leg and pump the heels. Come and stand to the side of your mat. We draw our abdominals in, shoulders are nice and tall. As we exhale, we're going to slowly come into a roll down, bringing the chin to the chest. Slowly starting from the top of the spine, and we segmentally roll all the way down to the floor wherever you feel comfortable. If you need to bend your knees, mobilizing that spine, let the body weight hang. Have a little wriggle through if you need to, and slowly start to stack the spine all the way back up. Stand tall, inhale, scoop the abdominals. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Let the arms just hang like a raggy doll as you slowly and segmentally roll that spine all the way down. Just listen to your body and move with control. Lifting that tailbone to the ceiling. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, lift the tailbone, scoop the abdominals. And slowly start to stack all the way back up. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Control as you move through. Bend the knees. Bring it to all fours. Hands directly below the shoulders. We're pushing through the fingertips. Outside of the palms, abdominals braced. Nice long spine. Pelvis tucked under. Lengthen one leg. And we're going to lift and lower that leg. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Shoulder blades are wide. Collarbone is wide. Gazing just to the front of your mat so the spine stays long. Lift and hold, and we're going to again draw circles all the way in towards the body. Change direction. that foot down. Slide the leg in. Take the opposite arm and bring it up to the temple. So we're making a little salute. We're going to lift the elbow as it stays in line with the shoulder and open up towards the ceiling. We want to keep the pelvis stabilized throughout this movement. Exhale to open up. Inhaling to close. And then let's try and put both these moves together. Option 1, we extend the leg, push through the toe on the floor. Leg is nice and strong, glutes are engaged. And then we open and close. So we're bringing our shoulders back to that neutral position. Harder option, we lift, we push through that grounded leg and open. Stability through the pelvis as we move. Moving through that thoracic spine. One more here. Drop the leg. Slowly place the hand back on the floor if you want to. Set the tailbone to the heels. And extend the arms. Bring the forehead to the floor. Long, slow breaths. Bring it back through. Extend the opposite leg. Squeeze those glutes. Legs are engaged. Nice and strong. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. We don't want to arch the back as we move through here. We want to keep that connection through the abdominals. So the rib cage and the hips stay connected. Think of your body as a skeleton. And you want to think of the stability through the pelvis, through the shoulder blades, and the connection throughout the spine. Now lift and hold, circle that leg. Again, we're looking for stability through that pelvis. Easier option if this hurts your wrists, come down onto your elbows. Keep the collarbone wide, change direction with that circle with the leg. And slowly bring it in, slide that leg in. We take the opposite hand, salute the floor, and we want to open up through that pelvis. Shoulder stays in line with the elbow throughout. Show you from a different angle. We open up and close. Exhale, open. Inhale. Last one here. Close it up. Bring the hand to the floor. Extend the opposite leg. Keep the toe on the floor if that's your choice. Pushing through that grounded hand. Open and close. Harder option. Lift and extend that leg. Open and close. Exhale. Big deep breath out to open. Inhale to bring it back down. Last one. Close it up. Bring the hands to the floor. Set the tailbone to the heels. Long spine, abdominals braced. Extending the arms. And bring it back up. Sit nice and tall. Inhale through the nose. And take one leg nice and long. Extend the arms. And we're just going to start to tilt the body to the side. Inhaling through the nose, come back to center, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tilt all the way to the side. Easier option, hands on the hips. So ideally, our alignment, we want our shoulders in line with our hips, in line with our knees, in line with our ankles. If this isn't possible, stay on the knees and just stay with your side bend. And if we can, we're going to extend all the way to the side. So we make a T with those arms, lift and lower the leg, tap the leg back down and sit tall. Lift the leg, lower the leg, brace the abdominals and come back up. Exhale. Now last one here. We tilt all the way through. Lift that leg. If you can, bring the knee to meet the elbow and extend through. 5 more. 4. As you extend, think about opposing length through the fingers, through the toes. I've lost count again. Lockdown hasn't made me any less tipsy. Did I say that out loud? Last one. Drop the foot, extend that arm and bring yourself back up to center. Slide that leg back in and we change sides. Ankle, knee, hip, shoulder in line. And then we tilt through. Inhale, come back up. Long spine. Easier option, hands on the hips. Rotate. Lift. Lower. And come back tall. Bracing the abdominals throughout. Why is it always so much easier on one side than the other? Lift and hold, extend arm and leg. Bring the knee to meet the elbow. 5. Exhale. 3, 2. Last one. Extend arms and legs. Tap the toe back to the floor. Come back to your T. Scoop those abdominals. And come back tall. Slide that leg back in. We're going to lie down onto our back for that next set. Brace the abdominals nice and tight. Belly button's drawn in. Extend the arms to the ceiling. Inhale through the nose. On our exhale, we're just going to lift the head and the neck, the shoulder blades, and reach the hands towards the knees as we suck the belly in tighter. Inhale and lower back to the floor. Exhale. Lift and hold. Don't hold your breath. And slowly lower. As we get a little bit more mobile through the spine, we're going to start to curl the feet away from the bottom. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. The shoulder blades, collarbone is wide. Brace the abdominals as you lift. Rolling segmentally through the spine and then rolling all the way back. We're placing the spine back on the floor. We're engaging the inner thighs. And if you find this too challenging to do without something between them, you can place a pillow between the knees and that's going to help you to roll up. Gives you more engagement and roll down. Inhale, take the feet further away if you can and come into roll up. The legs are engaged, we come up a little bit higher. Pelvis is still down on the floor and slowly roll back down. Keep it controlled. Let's extend the arms this time. And if you can, keep the legs straight. Spine is curled and we roll all the way up. If you can't come all the way up, you just work at your level and keep the knees bent. We want to keep control, stability through either side, so rather we don't want to start moving to the side and come up sideways, because then what happens is we're training our body out of alignment, so we're making one side stronger than the other. Easier option is to hold on to the knees or one leg and start to roll, pull up, pull onto the legs and try and use your legs to help you roll up and down. Really engage the inner thighs as you push up. Let's do a couple more. Segmentally rolling all the way back down. Enjoying that mobility through the spine. Feel the spine connect to the floor. As you lengthen, inhale, exhale, slowly start to bring the chin to the chest. Shoulder blades peel off the floor, thoracic spine, pelvis. Roll the body all the way forward. Lengthen through those arms. And scoop. And roll back down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And just rock from side to side. Extend one leg to the ceiling and keep the other leg pulled in, and we're going to switch legs. Single leg stretch, pointing the toe, extending towards the ceiling. Harder option, change the angle so we drop that leg and reach out, really extend out of that hip. Lift the head and shoulders off the mat if you wish, and we switch in breath for 2, out breath for 2. So we breathe in, out, breathe in and out, breathe in and out. Last one, breathe in and out. Staying in this position, hug both knees in. We extend arms and legs. Lower back stays nice and heavy on the floor, and then hug the knees in. Double leg stretch, exhale. Arms and legs hollow to where you feel comfortable. If you can, circle the arms so we're working into that shoulder girdle. Whoops. Exhale. Inhale, circle and round. Hollow, hold. In, back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Circle. 2 more. Last one. And lower the head to the floor. Rock from side to side. Now just take that leg closest to me, extend it nice and long. Keep the opposite knee hugged in nice and tight. Now take that knee and cross it over towards your screen, keeping both shoulders down. We can extend that arm along the floor, opening up the collarbone. Just place your hand on the outside of the knee if you want to add a little bit of extra weight. Just stretch through that thoracic spine and lumbar spine. Breathe long and slow. Scoop the abdominals, breathe in and lift that leg back to center. Changing legs, we bring the opposite knee. So the leg closest to me comes up, hug it in, extend the far away leg. Brace the abdominals. And we want to keep that neutral spine so you still feel that little curl in the lower back. Take that leg and drop it all the way across. Now, depending on your flexibility, you may not be able to drop one knee all the way down to the floor, and you may be able to do the same with the other. You just need to keep moving, and your flexibility will come. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. And with each breath, just rotate a little bit more. Slowly inhale, and on the exhale, bring the leg back to center. Place both feet on the floor. You can keep the knees bent. Spine is neutral. We're going to take the arms, extend the arms towards the ceiling, reaching through that middle finger. We want to keep the collarbones or the shoulder blades nice and solid on the floor. And we're going to bring the arms to the floor. If you can, elbows to the floor. Windows, we drop the arms, the backs of the palms to the floor. And then just lift them back up. So we drop the hands down and lift. Not everyone will be able to keep the arms nice and flat and straight on the floor. Some people may have their wrists lifted, that's fine. We just want to work through. We want to work through the shoulders. Working on that rotator cuff. Now from here, drop the backs of the hands to the floor. And then we want to extend them all the way behind. Can we keep the arms on the floor? I'll show you that from here. So we want to slide the hands to the floor, extend, and then bring them back so the elbows are in line with the shoulders, and the wrists are in line with the elbows. So we slide the arms long and slide them back down. If this is too uncomfortable on the floor, we can try against the wall. Extend. And then we want to come into the full movement. So our start position is here. Just imagine I'm lying on the floor. Pelvis is up against the floor. We bend the elbows. So the wrists are in line with the elbows. The shoulders and elbows are in line. Backs of the hands come to the floor. Extend long. We keep the rib and hip connection. We don't want to start lifting the chest. And then bring it back to the start position. Inhale. So it's 4 moves. Elbows to the floor. Backs of the hands to the floor. Extending both arms. And bring it back. Couple more. Lengthen and come back to the start. Drop the hands by the sides, roll onto your side, slowly come up to sit. Cross-legged is optional. We can just sit with the legs extended, bend the knees if you need to. And we're just going to finish off with a little forward fold, sitting up nice and tall. Keep the elbows on the knees and keep the knees nice and wide. Sit bones are nice and solid on the floor. And we want to just hinge through the pelvis and bring our body weight all the way forward. Feel that length through the spine. We're extending out through the crown of the head. Breathing through the nose. Out through the mouth. Walk the hands all the way over to the right. And if you can, reaching all the way forward, curling through the spine. Trying to get the shoulder as close to the knee as you can, working on that rotation. Raise the abdominals, come back to center. Walk it all the way over to the left. Curl through the spine. Long, slow breaths. Come back to center. Slowly curl your spine and bring yourself all the way forward as much as you can. Breathe long and slow. Scoop the belly in and slowly just start. Walk the hands in and uncurl that spine. Lengthen tall. Reach up with that left hand. Reach it all the way over. Float the arm in front and circle through. Sit tall. This time the right hand comes up. Bicep in line with the ear as you lift and lengthen. Float the hand in front and circle through. And sit nice and tall. Thank you very much today for your participation. Hope to see you all very soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later in the flesh, so we get a little bit more banter. Thanks very much, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.